We are heading downtown for this car show. But sometimes you just feel like, oh my gosh, I just want to stay home. It's cold outside, there's a lot going on. And then I leave tomorrow with my sister. I'm gonna catch one on my tongue.
My first Facebook post ever, I wrote on my status.
It's pretty crazy, there's wires everywhere right now. Hello, welcome back to the vlogs. I'm starting off today in a much more positive headspace than we ended off last week's vlog. If you watch that, you will know kind of all about that. Feeling so much better. Dan and I actually never ended up catching whatever Arky had. We thought we did because we had a bit of like a sore throat for one day, or maybe we've just had this before and it was his first time and that's why he got super sick. And for us, our bodies just like knew how to handle it because we're old. But I'm so excited for this vlog because I feel like it's gonna be me outside of the house for the most part. You guys know I love to stay in my space and to vlog in my space. I love my house, I love the lighting, I love the way I've decorated. It's my safe space, it's my happy environment, but I do like to get out. The winter, it's just harder because it's freezing cold, but I'm excited because I'm actually going away this weekend on a little, it's kind of a staycation, and we're going up north, my sister and I. We did this last year and it was so much fun. There's a place in Tremblant called Bel Air Tremblant, and they have like domes and stuff you can stay at. So she was invited and she's bringing me as her +1 and I'm so stoked. We're gonna get massages, we're gonna get sushi, just chill for the weekend. We're literally leaving on a Friday afternoon, coming back Sunday morning, so it's super quick. But today I'm actually braving the weather. It was freezing rain last night, so there's like a thick layer of ice over all the snow everywhere. But I'm braving the weather to go downtown to meet my friend Karina for lunch. We have not gotten together in so long. Like, it has been so long that we've actually caught up. We'll see each other here and there, but like to actually just like sit, our schedules are so crazy. And so we've been trying to do this for months. And we're like, you know what, let's just wait till after the holidays. Let's catch up on old times. But I wanted to say thank you to you guys for being so nice with just everything. Like literally just everything. You guys are the best. I feel like I have the best community. Also, I'm wearing literal jeans with a black long sleeve. I feel like The Rock. If you know, you know. I said this in the last vlog, but the past 2 months have really tested my patience, my anxieties, my mental health. I've been breaking out due to stress. Like, it's just been, I feel like I'm a teenager again, or like in my early 20s, I should say. Because that's like the kind of feeling I felt. I haven't felt that in so long, but I feel like I'm getting on the other side. And I feel like this is a perfect time to talk about today's sponsor, which is BetterHelp. You guys know I'm a huge fan of BetterHelp. I've been actually using BetterHelp for years now. I did have a couples therapist for a long time. I've explained this multiple times. I'm seeing a solo therapist now. And it's just, it helps so much. Like, I always feel like I'm in this place where I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm feeling stressed, I'm feeling all these feelings, and then I do a session with my therapist and I just feel so much better. And I feel like BetterHelp is a perfect way to get a good introduction into therapy if you're new to it. It's just a very like easy website to use. They have tens of thousands of licensed therapists covering all types of needs. For myself, I started as postpartum and now I'm not really into that anymore. Like, I'm kind of past that and I deal more with like different things going on in my life. But all you have to do is go on the website and fill out a little questionnaire and they will do their best to match you with someone who will fit your needs best. And if you feel like you don't click, it's very easy to switch. There's no cost for switching and your therapist will not be offended if you feel like you need to switch. It's so important. It is so important to click with the therapist you have. It is a two-way street and they always just want what's best for you. So do not be scared to say like, hey, I feel like this isn't working. I would love to test out someone else, and there is no cost for that at all. I usually say give it a few sessions before you really decide to switch, because you need to get the feeling of the person. But for the most part, I feel like by the 3rd or 4th, if you're not feeling it, you'll know. I've had my fair share of therapists, so I totally get it. But it's great because you can do it from the comfort of your own home. You can do it like video chat on your phone if you're like in the car or you're somewhere, and obviously not driving, but you can be like elsewhere where you can just go in for your session and you can contact them through the website. And it's not like a texting thing, like you can't like have a conversation, but they'll usually get back to you within 48 hours. It's super quick. It's just a super simple way to contact a therapist and to find someone who suits your needs best. And it's the new year, guys. This is a tough time of year for a lot of people. There's a lot of emotions running high after the holidays. holidays. You feel a lot of pressure when it comes to the new year to be a certain way. So I just feel like it's the perfect time to start therapy. And if you've been kind of on the fence, I feel like this is your sign. I'm telling you, it has changed the game for me. I'm such an advocate for therapy, for mental health, and just for doing whatever is best for you. And I think it is 100% worth the money. It is also a lot more affordable than any other places, at least I find in my area, and it's just very convenient and easy. I do have a link for you. You can go use it down below at betterhelp.com/Centomo, which is my last name, BetterHelp, HELP.com/Centomo, and you can get 10% off your first month. Yeah, this is your sign, guys. I will never stop talking about mental health and therapy, because like everyone always talks about going to the gym and how important that could be for you, your physical health, but your brain is a muscle too. And I feel like you need to put just as much, if not more, attention to that, because health starts with here. So again, thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this portion of the video. And I'm gonna get ready to go soon. I feel like it's gonna be really nice to catch up. Like, I just feel like sometimes meeting up with friends can feel a little like, not daunting and draining, because that sounds so dramatic, but sometimes you just feel like, oh my gosh, I just wanna stay home. It's cold outside, there's a lot going on, but I'm actually really excited to see her. It's been so long. I'm like really in a good mood, and I feel like I need this. So let's go. I think I'm gonna wear this jacket today because it's so warm and comfy cozy, and I just love the way it looks. It's not currently raining or snowing, so I feel like I'm in the clear when it comes to this. Since it is suede on the outside, I don't want it to get ruined. It's from Revolve. I got it 2 months ago. I got it specifically for Scotland, but I actually didn't end up packing it, but I love it. And I went to Scotland the beginning of November, so it's actually been a few months. And I think I'm just gonna wear my Uggs, keep it simple. I'm trying to decide if I should have a snack now, because it's currently 10:30 and I'm meeting her at 1, and I ate breakfast like so long ago at like 7. But the place that we might be going to is kind of like a brunch spot. So maybe I'll get like an avocado toast or something. I don't wanna have like 3 breakfasts. I'm gonna have a snack. I don't like showing up starving and then being like hangry and like I just want to order my food and eat. I want to actually like enjoy, catch up, and not feel like I'm ravenous and not even paying attention because all I'm thinking about is food. I'm very affected by that. I'll make a smoothie. Okay, I literally have no room to do anything on my counters because of this Lego situation going on. I told Dan, I'm like, please don't keep this here, because I cannot function with this. It's just, I love it. Arky is super explorative. They've made all of these things from scratch. I don't know. They didn't follow any kind of like directions, and they have so much fun doing it, but I just cannot deal. So this needs to go soon. Big blender. I think I'm gonna do frozen berries, a banana, peanut butter, vanilla protein powder. This one is so good from Happy Viking. It's one of my favorites, so I'm gonna use this. I used this last time I made a smoothie and it made it super creamy. Also, I just realized my hands don't match the foundation of my skin. Whatever. So I'm gonna use this. It's specifically for coffee, but I'll use just a little bit. And I'm listening to the Just Trish podcast because I love her. Okay, it kind of bothers me that this is not going down, but it is what it is. It's still gonna taste great. Yum. Okay, I just finished lunch. That was so fun. We caught up for like 2 hours. Had so much to talk about and just catch up on it. I can't believe it's been as long as it's been, but we're gonna make this more regular thing because I'm actually in her neck of the woods like every 3 weeks to get my nails done. So we are gonna make it a point to have a little lunch date every time I go into town, because I obviously don't live in the city of Montreal. Yeah, Dan and Arky just went to walk the dogs, and we actually are having my nephew over to sleep over tonight. We're gonna take him for dinner and probably watch a movie, and then obviously have a fun sleepover. And then I leave tomorrow with my sister, but I think we have something tomorrow during the day, because my sister and I only leave in like the afternoon. I must have something in the morning, because I took these 2 days as like with my work, I was like, I'm not focused. I need to like see my friend, and I have stuff to do family wise. And I think we're doing, oh, that's what we're doing. We're going to a car show in the morning with a bunch of my neighbors and all their kids. So it's like a really big fun excursion. And then we have tremblant later in the day. So I was just like, I'm gonna do like my social media work, but I'm not gonna do any other type of admin work for like back end of social media / my businesses that I'm working on. So that is the situation. I'm gonna go in. I have to pee so bad. I don't even know why I'm filming this, because I've been in traffic for like the past hour and I had to pee when I left downtown. So I'm gonna go do that and pick back up probably tomorrow. It's Friday morning and we are heading downtown for this car show. What is it, like a...
Yeah, it's a car show.
Car show.
Is that Groot?
I think it's a... Is it a old cars?
I'm not sure if it's classic or new or a blend of both.
Okay.
I honestly have no idea what to expect.
We're going with some friends and their kids, and it sounds really fun. It's like 20 bucks for a ticket, so I don't know, something to do.
Kids under 6 are free.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Dan dealt with it.
And it's cars. Kids love cars.
It's true. And one of our friends, his brother works for McLaren, and he's going to be working there, so he was like, hey, we can come like behind the road, we'll show you the cars. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what a McLaren looks like, but they talk about it all the time, like McLaren this, McLaren that. I'm like, cool. I don't know or care really about cars, but it does sound fun, so I'm excited to go and do that. And then my sister's gonna come over later and we're gonna head up north. It's the weather we're dealing with. Half freezing rain, half regular rain, dirty snow.
And it's icy.
Well,
a little icy.
It's a little warmer now, so it's melting a lot, which is good. Fire truck. Wanna go sit? Go pick a chair.
Prochaine station, Square Victoria, OACI.
Manufacturers
Yes.
bring their cars.
Just show
The
something.
newer one, so
Yeah.
that you can see.
Okay.
And then this is like a lucky group, so like they have car dealerships. Look, buddy, so daddy had a car.
James and Miles went to go see the truck over there. You wanna go with them?
Cool cars. Yummy breakfast. Look at that. And this is our view. Look at that. I just hit my head on the back of the bed. We're in an igloo. Yummy. So we checked in to this place called Bel Tremblant, which is in Mont Tremblant. About a hour and a half to 2 hour drive outside of Montreal, like more north. And it's pretty well known for its ski hill. A lot of people come to ski here. They have also in the summertime a lot of triathlon races, a lot of different marathons and just events. People have a lot of cabins around this area. And if you watched my last vlog, you'll know that I spoke about how Dan and we do want to eventually get a spot. I don't know necessarily here, but like we do want to eventually have a cabin somewhere. And this is an area that obviously is very desirable because a lot of people like to come here. A lot of people have their bachelor/bachelorette parties around here. I mean, it's essentially just a ski town. Right, Kai, would you say? A ski town?
Yeah.
And in the summer, there's like lakes and there's a million things to do. It's a really, really fun place to come, and it's not too far. If you're like a big ski enthusiast, I'm pretty sure you probably wouldn't come ski here. You'd probably go to Jay Peak or Stowe, which are in Vermont. because those hills I just think are bigger hills. But I don't know. I've heard really great things. I am not a skier. I wish I knew how to ski. There's nothing stopping me from taking lessons other than the fact that like I just don't have the time. I want to get Arky into skiing lessons and do like a family thing together, because I think it would be so fun to all learn how to ski and know how to ski and be able to go downhill skiing together. I can cross country ski, like I know how to use skis, and I've done downhill skiing a few times in my life, but I'm not good. And I think it would just be fun for, like Kyle and I were just saying, we're like, what should we do today? And I was like, you know, if we were skiers, we'd probably spend the day skiing, but we just are not. Could you imagine us, Kai?
I tried getting into snowboarding and I still like want to like snowboard.
Would you want to do that over skiing?
Yeah, for
Yeah?
sure. I always choose snowboarding over skiing.
Like, what is it that makes people into one more than the other? I feel like I would like
the look of snowboarding.
I mean, that's a fair enough reason. I don't care either way. I just feel like I'd be better at skiing than I would be at snowboarding. The only time I ever tried to snowboard was that time with you guys when I was like 20 and we went with Daddy.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So that was an experience. Good memories. This place is so cool. We're like in a little snow globe, and Bel Air Tremblant is like a little, it's a community. It has a bunch of these dome little circle homes, and then it has, the one we stayed at last year was like a bit bigger. And how would you explain that room, Kai? I guess that was more of a circle.
This is a dome, whereas last year it was more of a pod. So like this
Oh,
dome
yes, pod.
is like circular. It's like an igloo.
Yeah.
And then the pod is like a home that just has like round walls.
Yes. It's cool. We got to experience both. I think I honestly like the other room better just because it's a bit bigger and like clearer. This one is a bit more frosty, foggy. It's still really pretty, but like if I were to choose one or the other, I would choose the other one personally. I'm sure there's people that like this better. But then they also have a little bistro here. They have a sushi restaurant that we went to last night. The sushi was so good, very fresh. All the workers are super, super friendly. And we ended up just walking because it's not too far of a drive. And to be honest, it's a little icy and we'd just rather just walk. It took us like 5 minutes. And then they also have, I think it's more for in the summertime. There's like horses, there's a stable down there. I think you could do horseback riding. They have a little farm. There's also, I see a huge dome down there. So there's probably a place where you could stay down there. They have a spa, which is really nice. I think we're gonna get massages tomorrow morning. And they have a hot tub, jacuzzi. Like each pod has its own little hot tub, but then at the spa itself, there's like the big jacuzzi, which you can stay in with like a ton of friends. Honestly, this is a great place to come to for a fun event with friends. Super, super cool. It's a fun idea. They do give curtains, thankfully, because I'm so sensitive to natural light when I'm sleeping. We also brought our podcast equipment, so we're gonna record an episode while we're here. I think I'm gonna ask on my stories like to send in some questions because it's been a while since we've done that. So we don't have like the biggest updates. Our last episode was like an hour and 40 minutes long. We just chatted about everything. So I feel like it's been only a few days since we did that. So I'm like, you know what? We don't really have much to update you on. There's not really much going on in the world to talk about other than the fact that Gypsy Rose, what's up, Gypsy Rose Blanchard? Got out of prison. Everyone is now hating on her when everyone loved her like literally 2 weeks ago.
I saw a video recently and it's so true. The girl
What?
was like, guys, like, she at the end of the day still went to jail for murder.
Yeah.
And now that she's let out, it's almost like you people like lift her up so high just to bring her down.
Yeah, I know. I had a feeling this was gonna happen. Like
Yeah.
she was gonna get all of a sudden.
Of course. And like also she just got out of prison for like being stuck in fucking prison for the last 8 years. Do you really think she's gonna be like this perfect human?
No, she doesn't even know how like, also before prison, she was a prisoner.
Yeah.
So like, she doesn't know how things work. I don't know. I hate the whole like canceling thing. Like we need to cancel her. She needs to, you know, take accountability. It's like, what? I don't know. I'm sure there's people that are very passionate about this situation and like have a lot of points and evidence. I just see it from such an outside perspective that I'm like, this girl has never lived a normal life. Like, let's all relax. Yes, she was in there for murder. Should she go in there? I don't freaking know. I don't know the full story. I didn't live her life. It's not up to me to judge. I also am not a judge and I'm not on a jury. So I just feel like we as a society need to take a break at moments, realize what's important in life, and sometimes it's not other people. Sometimes it's not random people that we don't even know personally, just that we see on the internet and we base our whole lives over. It's such a weird concept to me. All I could say is I'm very glad I wasn't raised in social media like as a teenager, because it would have affected me so badly. What do you think, Kai? Do you think social media would have affected you?
Yeah,
as a teenager?
For sure.
I think it affects most people.
Also, like, think of how embarrassing our, like, Facebook posts were back in the day.
And I wasn't even a teenager.
Yeah.
Facebook came out when I was, like, I guess 17, 18, still teenager, but still, like,
yeah.
Can you imagine at 14?
Yeah, and, like, you're posting stories of, like, people, like, listening to you talk. It's, like, the stuff you would say.
Oh, my God. Oh
my first
God.
Facebook post ever, I wrote on my status, poo-poo caca. Like, I was so weird.
Wait, that's actually fucking iconic. But I'm gonna change my bio on Instagram to be poo poo caca. I think back to, like, so we had something called MSN, which I think was a Canadian thing. I think in America it was AIM, AIM, whatever. Basically like an instant messaging thing, because we didn't have cell phones or smartphones back then. And so MSN was like the thing to do. And I remember I was in Sec 1, so like first year of high school, which was grade 7. Super young, my friend made me an email. It was Allie Hip Girl, because everyone used to call me Allie back then. And I hated that nickname, but everyone called me it anyways. And she made this Allie Hip Girl Hotmail account. And then I signed up for MSN. And I had like 5 friends on it. And I remember thinking it was so cool that you could just like type on a keyboard and like send a message to your friend, and then your friend would respond. And the conversations were literally, hi, sup, not too much, like NTM, or NTMU, letter U, and then I would be like NTM, like not too much. And then that would like be the conversation. It was just so innocent and like different back then. And I think of like, you know, what it is now and how I would react to that, and it scares me so much for the future. And I literally need to be careful with things that I'm saying too, because like social media is quite literally my job. It is the reason I am able to live the life I live. So I'm very, very grateful for social media. Don't get me wrong. I just think that it's a double-edged sword. There's a lot of pros and a lot of cons to it. And because I'm older, I feel like I can distinguish for the most part. Like my generation is the first generation to have it kind of appear in our late adolescent, early adult years. Whereas a lot of people are just kind of born into it now. So we're kind of like the test subjects. Not anymore, because it's been around now for like over 10 years, but at the time, what the fuck did I do to my eyebrows? I don't know what's going on. But I would love to have a conversation about social media. Oh no, I forgot my other mascara. I still like the Rare Beauty one, but it's kind of dried out. This one's so old. My Thrive Cosmetics mascara is so good. Makes my eyelashes so long. And then it's so easy to get off at night. This one is a little bit harder to get off. I feel like, which is like a good thing if you tend to be more of a crier. So that car show I went to yesterday, I didn't even get to talk to you guys about it. It was fun. It was fine. I'm not the biggest car fan, and I said this on my stories too, and a lot of people laughed at me. But like every fancy car to me is a Corvette. Like that's just what I think it is. Anytime I see a fancy car, I'm like, oh, that's a Corvette. If the hood like goes down in the front, I'm like, oh, Corvette. Because my dad had a Corvette growing up, and I used to call it the Batmobile, and so I think that all fancy cars are Corvettes. But I was quickly taught a lot about cars yesterday. I saw my son get super excited because he really, really likes cars, and that was super fun. And we went with a bunch of friends who were also very much into cars. I feel like I was the only person there that was like, to be honest, Dan isn't the biggest fan of cars either. Like the two of us together were like, we don't really care. Like we don't have fancy cars. We never will. We're just not those types of people. Like, I'd rather spend money on travel, but I completely understand why people like cars, because it's a huge fun thing to get into, as I learned yesterday. I didn't really film much in there because I was just more there for the experience with my child. I tried to get like a few little videos here and there. That's about it. Anyways, we're gonna go take some photos in the snow. We're gonna probably go into the town of Tremblant. I went in the fall time. We stayed at a cabin, the Zen House, with Dan and Arky, and we had so much fun. It's definitely a different vibe in the winter. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So cute. I feel like I look a lot better. So little tour. That's the sauna of our room. This is the jacuzzi, this is the view, and the room is kind of a mess. We just had breakfast, but it's a circle. Comes with the kitchen, all of our crap everywhere. Bed was nice and comfy. We have this TV, which was nice. We were watching True Detective last night. Little fireplace over there. It's very cozy. Definitely cozy vibes. I found my old faux fur jacket in storage, and I was like, I have not worn that since I went to Paris in 2017, and I'm gonna wear that today. So I have a cute little outfit picked out. I'm gonna go get some content, maybe grab a bite to eat, and then come back and record. It's gonna be fun. I'm about to go outside to show you the view. I'm in my little jacket, my hat.
So cute.
Thanks. Got leggings on. I'm gonna put my Uggs. All right, this is the view when you walk out. Got the little pod over there. This is actually the pod we stayed at last year. And then this is our view. See, it's like a little igloo type thing. How cute is this? All the mountains. Obsessed. Look at the trees in the back. They're so pretty. I love the forest when there's snow on the trees. I think it's like one of the most pretty things to look at. I just feel like I'm in a little fairy tale. Every time I do anything, I imagine myself as the main character in some kind of like Disney movie or some kind of film or story, and I'm some kind of like fairy princess. I don't know. Just makes me happy. I feel like I've been doing this since I was a kid. We'd like go up to my cottage and I would be like imagining a story in my head. I always felt like I should be a writer. I don't know. I feel like I would have such good books. Definitely more on the fantasy side of things, but romance, all of that, I think I would be really good at writing. So many ideas, guys. I feel like I'm in my element, which is weird because normally winter is not my element. We're going to take some pictures. Some photos. Why is there a car there? What is going on over there? It's snowing.
Like this, but I like that it's it's not more from above, it's like straight on.
Okay.
And like you're covering that ugly instruction thing there. Tell me when. And go.
Oh, it's nice that you can show on the shoulder the Pajar logo. This is what we're working with. This background. Wow, it's snowing so much. It's so pretty. Look at the snow. I'm gonna catch one on my tongue. I caught one. Hi, crow. Oh my gosh. That was a huge bird. So these are the little domes and then the pods up there. And the road to go down to the restaurants and the barn and the main check-in area / spa / bistro. And it was snowing before, but I left my camera in the dome as we're taking photos, and we found such a cute location right here. Look at this. It's so like relaxing. I just came into town into this little, I think this is Old Tremblant. Just like a little thing, and oh my god, there's literally people watching me film. This is so uncomfortable. But I came in to get a little snack. Kyla was like in the middle of working, so she was like, oh, just go without me, whatever, don't wait, because I was getting hungry. And yeah, there's like this little cafe, there's a hotel resto pub. I see a ton of people walking around with their skis, so this must be an area where you finish skiing. But it's really cute, and it's gently snowing. It feels peaceful. So I'm just like in a little happy mood. I'm gonna walk around, and grab a coffee and maybe some treats and then head back to the hotel. That's such a cute little coffee shop, but it was filled with like teenage boys. And I was like standing there. Oh gosh, I don't know what it is about teenage boys that freaks me out so much. But I got a little wrap. I want to try it. And I got myself a chai latte. I don't know what it is about winter, but it always makes me want a chai latte. Oh wait, what? Oh my god, cute. There's chips and hummus. Like a homemade hummus. And then I got a half wrap. That's so little. Look at this. I wanted the chicken avocado wrap. Let's see how this tastes. Yeah, that's good and fresh. Before I eat all of that, I do want to try chip with this hummus. Yum, this is actually so good. I kind of want to dip this. Yeah, that's good. Everyone being here with their friends, with their skis. I want to be a skier. It looks so fun. So I'm back home now. Kyla and I got back from our trip yesterday morning, and then during the day, Dan's friend came over to help with the electrical work for the basement. So it's pretty crazy. There's wires everywhere right now. I feel like there's a smudge on my camera. But it is exciting because Dan really thought that was going to be the most intricate, toughest part for him because he just had no idea what he was doing. And he wanted to have a professional come look at it afterwards, but his friend actually is an electrician and was like, you know what, I'm just going to come over and do it with you and show you how to do it properly, and then like you can connect all the pot lights after we're done and stuff. And so they spent all morning working together on the basement, and the next step, Dan just has to like literally just plug in the outlets, like the actual outlets themselves with the pot lights. And then we're gonna do the drywall. So the drywall is a challenge in the fact that he needs help physically because the pieces are very heavy. So he has a few friends that are gonna come over and help him do that. Once that's done, we're gonna hire someone to come do the plastering, which is just to make sure everything is smooth and good. And then we can do the painting, the floors, and we're basically gonna be finished. So I feel like the hardest-ish part is over. Now it's just the physical parts, and those won't take long. So it's very exciting. We're getting a move on. We have yet to pick our floors, so we're gonna go do that at some point in the next like month, I'd say. But anyways, this morning, Arky is at his first ever daycare. It's like an outdoor type thing. He's doing it once a week, and it's only in like a few hours in the morning. It's to get him used to doing something with other kids that doesn't involve Dan and I before he starts school next year. Oh, and by the way, not a lot. I got a few messages from people that said that they were confused how he's starting school so young. So it's preschool. It's not kindergarten, anything like that. But the preschool options where we live, it's not at a daycare center. It's at the actual elementary school. So not every school offers preschool. Most of them just do kindergarten to grade 6. But there are a few schools in the area that offer, it's called K4, which is preschool, and then kindergarten is K5, and then you do grade 1, grade 2, whatever. So yeah, we went to check out those schools, which are the elementary schools, and then yeah, we picked one for him to go to K4 next year, but you have to be 4 years old to do preschool. So he's too young this year. Sorry, someone literally standing right next to my car and it was so awkward. What was I saying? Yeah, so it's a real school setting, like he's in the elementary school, so he goes in for the full day. He has his like recess, his lunch, and he has to learn how to unpack his lunch, pack his lunch, put on his winter clothes, take off his winter clothes, like when they go out for recess and lunch and stuff like that. So that'll be really fun for him. He was so excited to start that, but we did want to do something. I just didn't want to have to pay for a daycare because you have to pay like every day. So we found this place which you can do 1 day a week for either a morning session, an afternoon session, and it's all outdoors. It's so cool. So they learn about nature, they have fun outdoor activities. They have a tent with a heater and stuff that they go in and read stories and have snacks. Parents are allowed to stay if they want. So I think for the first 1 or 2 sessions, Dan's gonna stay with him just to get him like used to it, and then we'll probably just drop him off and like go do stuff while he's there, because they have teachers and monitors, and there's a ton of kids of all ages. Like today the oldest one was 7, and I'm pretty sure they have some kids that are homeschooled will come and do this for a few hours in a day just to socialize and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, I think this is just going to be really fun, and I like the fact that it's like super outdoorsy and learning about nature and stuff. Like I love that. So I'm gonna go edit at a coffee shop. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here, so I hope you enjoyed it and get excited for the next month. We have a bunch of launches coming out and we're so excited to finally talk about things. It's like, I know I keep saying that, but it's like there's a part of me that doesn't want to announce it yet because I want it to still be a surprise, but I'm so excited about it, and it's just like 5 years in the making, so yay! I'll talk to you guys all next week. Bye!